Hi, I'm Martin, and this video is about morning rituals. So 2021, 2020 has been really hard years for everyone with the pandemic and everything. I personally have quarantined 4 times, and it's pretty tough. Loads of my friends have also had challenges with it. So I like to make this video about my morning ritual and how much that's helped me deal with it and look after myself, because I think we don't really think much about looking after our mental health as our physical health. I get why it's a lot more ambiguous and not concrete. So how do we do that? Well, in my opinion, the answer is to have a regular morning ritual which you do every day to keep you grounded. This is going to be the first video in a series. This is kind of like the overview video, and I'll be making subsequent ones where I delve more deeply into the specific things that I found work for me. Big disclaimer here is that what works for me probably isn't going to work for you in terms of how I like to spend my morning ritual. So please remember that this video is to kind of give you an example or to show you the general direction you could head to, but as to which path you're going to take or what you're going to do, it's up to you, and I think it's important that you kind of find your own way. Okay, the idea came from this book called The Miracle Morning, where the author, Hal Elrod, suggested that if you wake up an hour early and do some kind of self-maintenance, if you will, every day, consistently, you will be reaching your goals because you'll be doing it every day. And the trick there is that most of us have responsibilities, 9-to-5 jobs and school and stuff like that. So you're gonna have to wake up an hour early so you can make sure you fit it in, because you know as well as I do, once life grabs you in the evening, you're tired, or you've got some kind of appointment, or you have to do shopping today, and that means you can't be consistent with things. But this is a whole nother video, which I'd love to make. So let's get to it. Okay, and the other thing I want to mention briefly is that I'm trying to sell you the idea here. So I will only be mentioning the positive aspects of doing a morning ritual. That's because I think it's important and it works for me. Obviously, waking up early isn't easy, etc., but I think it's worth it, and once you get used to it, you'll be all right. The first thing I do is a 20-minute exercise/yoga thing. Exercise because it's like a natural high. I find that whenever I have something wrong with me emotionally, or I'm feeling tired, or not in a good mood, like exercise always makes me feel better after. And that's kind of why I do it. And once you've realized how good you feel from exercise, it makes you want to come back to it more and more. The other thing is that looking good is very good for your confidence, and when you like what you see in the mirror, I think it makes you more accountable for who you are, because once you've kind of built up that self-image, you don't want to lose it, so you're more likely to stick to a certain, way of eating or regular exercise. Afterwards, what I usually do is a meditation session, and meditation is super cool. I mean, loads of stuff written about this already, but the reason I do it is once you're able to train yourself to bring the state of presence from meditation into daily life, you become a lot more conscious of everything, full stop. And what that really means is that you are detached from all these thoughts that are crossing your mind, and you're much more decisive in the actions you take, because it feels as if the whole mind is working together, and therefore you're a lot more yourself. And you're just aware of like these subtle interactions you have with people. Oh, I should mention this actually, because you realize when someone, I don't know, perceived the way you said something wrong. And like, I can't wait to do a video about this one. Yeah. Afterwards, I usually do like a gratitude session where I just write down on a piece of paper all the things I'm grateful for. And I say them to myself over and over until the timer runs out, which is usually like 10 minutes. Super interesting the way that's helped me. I think it almost resets my priorities a little bit. We're so goal-orientated and we're always striving to get the next thing, but sometimes we fail to realize that what we have right now is, especially the free things, are the most valuable things we have. Another way of looking at it is, if we didn't have like a healthy body or a supportive family or good friends and food in our belly, a roof over our head, how much we would actually be craving these things. And if you live in a big city, it's not hard to see people who don't have those things and how hard their life is. So yeah, once I've done like a gratitude session, anything that happens after that, it's not so bad because I already have the most important things. Okay, sometime after that I do some journaling. Now journaling, it's kind of like life lessons while life is happening, because you're writing all these ideas and thoughts that you have, and I can't explain it, but the actual act of writing something down really helps you process that thought or that event. We all have certain anxieties about stuff, and by able to physically log them, they're no longer like something wishy-washy happening in the back of our head or something we've shoved under the carpet. We've dealt with our demons, if you will. And the other thing is, when you're reading back your journals, a year later, you can gain really good insight from these things because you've written them, so they strike true every time. Reading. Telling people to read. So strange. I guess the reason why I read, it's a lot more relaxing than surfing on your phone. It's a lot more focused thing, and just like meditation, you're concentrated on one exact thing rather than having your brain flutter through 1,000 different apps on your phone. And in that way, it's really good to kind of learn something, but it's also quite good in the sense of helping you relax and go to sleep. Oh man, I don't know how I'm gonna make a 10-minute video on reading, but I will try. Okay. Last one is visualization. Visualization is essentially just taking some time out and to imagine your success. Whether it's asking for a raise or finding a new job or performing a certain calisthenics move, I don't know, asking a girl out. And the way I see things is that everything you do is either one of two things. It's either moving you towards your goals or it's moving you away from your goals. And you can imagine which one visualization is. Visualization, that's such a mouthful. Once you've seen, like, it's not only just seeing, it's feeling how success feels like. I find that it brings it closer and to you a lot faster. Yeah, I think it's just one of those unexplained things. But loads of people have written about it, so check out the books. That's going to be an interesting one for me to research later. But thanks for watching this introductory video. Stick around for the other ones that are going to come if you're interested in more in-depth things. Takeaway points are, morning rituals are cool. They can help you grow or comfort yourself. Make it personal, make it your own one. And last but not least, realize that we are wonderful works in progress, and we're never really complete because we're changing every minute. So be happy with where you are now. Thanks for watching. Peace.